Hello everyone, welcome again. In this video, I'm going to show you demonstration of another Java project which is using JSP and Servlet. So if I talk about the technologies using JSP and Servlet, and to maintain the controller side, it's using Servlet. For the front end, it's using JSP, HTML, CSS, and to maintain the database connection, it's using JDBC, and the data is stored into the MySQL database, and we are using MySQL Database 8. And in this application we have two types of the application name is bank management. So there will be a bank and there will be a customer. So we will run it and we'll check the complete demo how the things will work over here, what are the features and functionalities. But before that, if you need the source code, you can connect us over the WhatsApp or Skype, and don't worry about the configuration and setup. We'll do the complete setup at your machine and make sure the project will work same as shows in the demo. After that, you need to follow this demo in order to execute the application. So very first step, if you want to run the application after deployment or after configuration, successfully configuration by our team, you have to follow this step. So this will be a root folder of the application. So just right click on it, go to run as, run on server, select the server, Tomcat 8.5, click on finish. The application will launch over your Chrome browser. And when you see this page, this is a home page and we have different options here: sign in, sign up, a guest. So under the sign up option, we have a registration form where a new customer can register to opening account. So let's say we are going to register as a user, but before that, let's log in as an admin and check what are the features and functionality of the admin, and where you will get the username and the password for the admin. So just when you view your database under the MySQL Workbench, and let me close all the current tabs. And if you want to view the data of any table, just right click on the table, select the first option, you will see the data of the table. So here we have a username for the admin and the password. So when I hit the sign in button, password also there in the password column, and you will see two options over there as administration. We have a user, add user, again this account opening form to add the new user, and add bank, so we can add a new bank here, and add booking or book any transaction. So if user want to pay anything to any customer, so they can pay. So first, the user registration we'll see at the time of new user registration. But let's say let's make a new account for a new user. So I'm just going to enter a dummy data. You can use any meaningful data over there. So under this bank HBSF, I'm going to enter. I'm going to create a saving account. So let's say testing title. So title, okay, account name. So let's say test account. While you entering the data, make sure you are adding a meaningful data. I'm just using a testing data over here. So John test on, it should be John login 123. No, it's John 123. Password, make sure while you entering the password, it's contain kind of combination. So I'm going to enter demo@123. Enter email. So I'm going to enter john@gmail.com. Under the personal details section, we have to enter the date of birth. So I'm going to select old date here. So I just select old date, on old date. Mobile number, any 10 digit. Valid phone number 4567899. Gender, fax, nationality. I just saved this form. This user is registered successfully. Now where I can check this user. So here we have a user report section. Under this, we have a 10 record limit, but when I click on the next button, I can see the newly added user, and this is the account number for this user. It means this user contained this or this account number is automatically generated over here. And apart from that, what I can do, I can, under the user list form, I can search the user. I can search that user by its name as well. So if I want to search any user by its name, let's say Raj Patel, I'm going to search this user by its name. So it's showing not found, but if I enter the first record, first name, it will display the name. It means we have to search the user by its first name. And under the view transaction section, I can see the transactions that is done by that particular user only, so we can filter the data accordingly. Next option, we have a add bank. So let's say I want to add a new bank here. So let's say JKLU. I'm just going to, again, I'm going to just going to enter a random data 0589. So this is my RFC code, and the short code say JKL. Description, save. So this bank is added now, and this bank I can see under the bank report when I click on the next. When I click to the next, I can see this newly added bank over here. When I click on the previous, it will be back me to on the previous page. Apart from that, we have add book transaction. So let's say we have add book transaction. It means we can add balance to any user. So let's log in as a user now and check currently how the user profile is looking. So I'm going to just open the new account as a on my private window, private browser, and here we have new user that we have registered, John123. So with this user John123, I just enter the username and the password over here. When I hit the sign in button, I can see my balance is currently 0 and fund transfer nothing is there. So this is a new account. So how can I add a balance to this user? So account number of this user is, let me check what is the account number. So this is the account number. Also we can find this account number under this user report. So you will see the account number column here. So here, from here also I can find it. So on this account number, I'm going to credit some amount. Let's say I'm going to credit 8,000. Routing, you can enter anything, and description, click on the save. So data is saved successfully. Now if I check the balance of that user here in my other browser window, you can see the balance is now 8,000. Let's say I want to transfer the fund to any user, but before that, if I go here and check my all transaction detail, you can see the new transaction that is done on this user is displaying here under the all transaction detail. So let's complete the admin side first. So under the admin side, we have a add user to create a new customer, and we have add bank to add a bank, and to book and book transaction to book a transaction. Here we have a user report where we can check the list of all the users and the customers, where we can filter the transactions. We can search any transaction by account number or by user first name. Other thing, we can delete the record, we can edit the record. There are multiple options are there. And under the fund transfer report, we have a transfer updates that is done by the users. And next thing, we have bank report, so list of all the banks, and here we have different option to search the bank by short code. So let's say BOI, I'm going to search it, so it's displaying the list. And I can search bank by its name as well. So let's say I'm going to search it by name, so it's displaying the data to me, going to filter the data for me. Next thing, all transaction, I can see all the transactions. Now the last thing, we can logged in already as a user, and let's say I want to transfer this amount, some amount to any user. How can I do? So for that, I need a account number of that user. So let's say for this user, we have, this is account number. So on this account number, I want to transfer some amount. My current balance is 8,000, and let's say I want to transfer 5,000 by the routing. Let's click on the save. If I check my balance, it's still 8,000 because the transaction is not done yet. So I have requested the transaction. Now admin will go under the report section, check fund transfer report. Here we have a two option. It's under the status is processing. This is the new transaction that has recently done, John to Raj, and it's under the processing, and I have to update the transaction by click on the update. And when I hit the update, select the complete option, click on the save, and then the transaction is complete, and now it's reduced from my balance. The balance is reduced, and now the status for this fund transfer will be completed. And let's say I want to transfer any amount that is not available in my account. So I select this, and let's say I want to current balance is 3,000. Let's say I want to say 6,000 or something. When you click on the save, it says insufficient balance. So proper validations are there. At the user side, customer side, we have two reports: fund report and the book transaction report. Okay, so these two transaction is done for this user. Also, the same record will be updated for the admin side. If I view here user report, and let's say this user is available here, and if I view the transaction, it will display to me here. That's all about the online bank management system. If you are looking the project for interview purpose for your final year, for your viva or your final year project, you can connect with us, and you can buy the project direct. Also, you can directly buy the project from the link in a description box, or better, you can connect with us. You can discuss with us, and we have multiple services. Like if you want to learn something, if you want. Understanding the internal code architecture, how we are developing the code, it's using the embassy architecture, following all the industry standards. It's as a tool, it's using Eclipse, MySQL, Tomcat. It's using pom.xml. It means it's using it's a Maven project. Okay, so if you are a new or a finalist student, it will be a good choice to keep your minor or major project. You can use it as a both, depend on your knowledge. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe to Codebun for more video, for more technical content. Thank you.